Full disclosure, this is not a how-to video. I don't know what I'm doing, and I am freaking out right now. Hey all you cool cats and kittens! Hey guys, I'm Dave. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my Datsun 280Z project car build. It's been a crazy last month here and all across the country, so I hope you're all staying safe. I hope you're all maybe spending a little bit of extra time in your garage, in your shop, working on projects that maybe should have been done a while ago. Not that I have any idea what that's like. Quick recap where we're at. The rear quarters are on the car. They look awesome. They are fully blended in, and could not be more proud of how they turned out. There's a few episodes on that. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest going back and watching those after you're done watching this one. Today's episode, we're going to be focused on the front. I've got wide body front fenders that need a lot of work. They need all the brackets made, all the mounts made. Nothing's there yet. And so everything's going to be fitting really poorly in the beginning, and we're hopefully going to get some pretty nice body lines when we're all done. For some keen observers, you might notice that a whole bunch of odds and ends, brackets, and the cross member for the front is missing right now. I had everything brought over to my powder coater, which was the closest thing to a drug deal I've ever done because we were social distancing, so I had to leave my box on the ground in the street and then call him and be like, hey, you got the color samples? And he was like, hey, you got the stuff? I keep talking because I'm stalling, and I'm stalling because I've been afraid of this part for a long time. All that stuff's getting powder coated, so in a future episode, I'll show you all the goods. They're gonna look awesome. You're gonna love the colors. It's gonna look great. Let's get into it. The first step in fitting the fiberglass fenders is straightening the factory pinch welds, grinding them down some, and modifying the OEM fender supports. The fiberglass fenders sit much lower than factory, so it takes a lot of small modifications, checked frequently, to get the best fit possible. The front sheet metal needed to be moved out quite a bit because of how badly it was warped when the patch panels had been welded to it. Since I'm planning on using the factory hood hinges again, I need to address this while the fenders and hood are being mocked into place. One of the handiest tools I've recently purchased is this hand belt sander. I feel like I've used it in every step of the build and it's been fantastic. I'll include a link in the description if you're interested. All right, I've been making adjustments here for a little bit. I probably cut 90% of the time lapse that I had because I was just doing a lot of little adjustments to try to get everything sitting to where you didn't have to put too much pressure to get everything to hold in the position that we want. So right now what I've got going on, I had the fender and the hood lined up in a place where I was really happy with how they aligned. It was really, really close. Not quite perfect, but it's good enough for me. And then I took everything off, and I've been making reference marks with the tape here as to locate these factory holes for the fenders. So I've marked all the different hole locations for the fender, and from here on out, we'll lay the fender back on, get the hood back on to where everything's sitting nicely, then take the hood off and try to replicate those measurements so that we can actually drill some holes and get this thing bolted in. I quickly wanted to thank you for watching, commenting, and sharing my build series. This project and this series is one of the most difficult things I've ever tried to do, and all of your support is a huge motivation for me. Thank you. Seem insignificant, but having the fender bolted up to the car for the first time was a huge milestone for me. The next step is going to be installing quik latches near the wiper cowl and the base of the fender, so I'm removing the cowl to be able to access the back side of the panel. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I put a riv nut here because I wasn't able to get to the back side of it. And my riv nut tool managed to go ahead and break off in there. So... The next few episodes, we're going to be finishing the front end bodywork so we can measure for wheels and get the engine into the car. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.